Macedonia in English. Just about everything you want to know.
Parliament Speaker Veljanovski meets with UN General Assembly President Jeremic. Parliament Speaker Trajko Veljanovski held a meeting in New York with the President of the UN General Assembly, Vuk Jeremic. The meeting addressed advancing regional cooperation and good neighborly relations, as well as the proposal to form a parliamentary assembly of the Southeast European Cooperation Process member states. Parliament Speaker Trajko Veljanovski highlighted Macedonia's pledges to raise regional cooperation within the frameworks of our chairmanship of the Southeast European Cooperation Process to a higher level, especially in the field of parliamentary cooperation and connection. Both interlocutors assessed that raising regional cooperation in the process, especially in the area of parliament, is a significant activity that needs to take place, and if all preparations go according to plan, there will be a type of parliamentary assembly within the frameworks of the cooperation process states, Veljanovski's cabinet said. 203 amendments submitted to draft resolution on Macedonia. Total of 203 amendments have been submitted to the draft resolution on Macedonia the European Parliament needs to adopt in April. The Bulgarian and Greek members of European Parliament submitted 92 and 35 amendments respectively to the draft resolution prepared by Richard Howitt. Bulgarian members of European Parliament Stanimir Ilchev and Andrei Kovachev submitted 30 amendments, while Dimitar Stoyanov, also a Bulgarian member of European Parliament, submitted 25. The majority of the amendments are offensive and in full contradiction with the good neighborliness the EU asks Macedonia and Bulgaria to demonstrate. It remains unclear why Howitt himself submitted 20 amendments to his initial proposal he had presented before the European Parliament Committee on Foreign Affairs last month. Alliance for the Future accuses Prime Minister Gruevski of pressuring opposition members. The Alliance for the Future changed the route of the everyday protest caravan across Skopje, so the vehicles instead drove through the municipalities of Butel, Gazibaba and Chair before stopping outside the government building. The Alliance for the Future's Andrei Zhernovsky stated that the opposition will continue to change the routes so that the citizens of Skopje witness its activities. He described as harmful and ridiculous the government's attempts to create an own opposition by forming new parties and pressuring members of opposition parties. According to him, the members of the Alliance for the Future are united in their intentions: early parliamentary elections as the only way out of the political crisis, and the boycott of the local elections if no political agreement is reached. Zhernovsky believes that President Georgi Ivanov's proposal for an expert commission on the events of the 24th of December can be a part of the package to overcome the crisis, but not a basis for a solution. He denies that the headquarters of the opposition parties are working on preparations for the local elections, despite the opposition's decision to boycott them. Repair of damage in Treskavets Monastery underway. The government has decided to allocate one-time financial support of 615,000 denar as first aid for renovation of the Treskavets Monastery complex damaged by fire this Monday. The government entrusted the Ministry of Culture to design a complete project for the monastery's reconstruction and restoration for 1 month at latest. Government spokesman Alexander Georgiev told reporters on Tuesday. According to the project and cost assessments, the government will offer additional financial support for reconstruction of the damaged parts of the monastery complex. A team of the Ministry of Interior is on the location to investigate the cause of the fire, Georgiev said. Patient dies from swine flu. A patient died at the clinic of infectious diseases who had several chronic diseases and was diagnosed with lung inflammation and meningitis, and in whom a H1N1 virus was found. As they informed from within the Ministry of Health, the patient, born in 1961, was hospitalized on the 23rd of January 2013 in a very bad general condition. He immediately received antibiotic treatment, but despite doctors' efforts, he passed away on Monday. During last week, there were approximately 126 persons who had the flu symptoms, and part of them were hospitalized. Currently, there are no patients hospitalized at the intensive care department. At the Children's Clinic in Skopje, there have been 9 children registered and 3 at the Institute for Respiratory Diseases in Children, Kozle. Match-fixing frenzy stays out of Macedonia. The football match-fixing frenzy that shook Europe stays out of Macedonia. Ministry of Interior confirms that Europol did not demand additional investigation measures from the office in Skopje regarding the involvement of Macedonian citizens in this scandal. According to the investigation, there are 450 suspects who earned over 16 million euros by fixing football matches.
Macedonia in English. Just about everything you want to know.